Well, guys, it's that time of year where things get kind of slow. The draft is passed. Training camp's not really here. No players have gotten in trouble with the law, thank the Lord. And there's nothing really going on in the league right now. However, there is OTAs, and teams are getting their first chance to look at the new free agents and their rookies. So in this video, I'm going to compare the Carolina Panthers first-round draft pick DJ Moore to the Falcons first-round draft pick Calvin Ridley. And I'm going to tell you who's going to have the better rookie year. And we're starting right now. What up, dude? What's up, everybody? It's Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. Man, you guys already know what it is. The channel, we might not tell you what you want to hear, but we're definitely going to tell you what you need to hear. And it feels so good to be back on this channel. I give you the recap and analysis of the best division in the NFL, the NFC South. So you guys already know if you want to see more videos about the Panthers, the Falcons, the Bucks, or the Saints, go ahead to subscribe button below right now. Don't even waste any time. Go ahead, hit the bell icon down below too, so you get a notification whenever I drop this heat. But hey, real quick, you guys, let me know what you think is going to have the better year, Calvin Ridley or DJ Moore. I mean, the Panthers, both of the receivers are on the board. They decided to go with DJ Moore. So let me know who you think is going to have the better year. The Panthers, I don't think they expected both receivers to fall back to them in the draft, and they had to make a choice. They ended up eventually going with DJ Moore. From Ron Rivera's press conference, it said that they liked his size and the speed combination, the way he worked after the catch. And he has some return ability also. Calvin Ridley's a little bit thinner. He's a little bit smoother route runner. A little bit more polished, I think, as a pure receiver. But the Panthers, they liked him pretty much the whole pre-draft process, so they went and got that guy. So, of course, with the Falcons picking directly after the Panthers, these two guys are going to be closely matched for their whole careers probably. Something like Mariota, Jameis Winston, Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and Phillip Rivers type stuff. Even Jared Goff and Carson Wentz. Think of those kind of comparisons to each other, how they'll be linked probably for their whole career just because they're the same position, taken in the same year. But this pick was a little bit eye-opening because North Turner is known to have like receivers that can stretch the field and get deep. And we saw Calvin Ridley do that a lot of times at Alabama. Even though he didn't have the best quarterbacks, he was consistently their best receiver pretty much his whole career. My question is, who's going to be in the better position this year to have the best rookie season out of the two between DJ Moore in Carolina and Calvin Ridley for the Atlanta Falcons? So let's look at Ridley in Atlanta. So Ridley will probably be the second or third option depending on how Mohamed Sanu performs or how they want to work him into the system. He already has a background with Sarkisian at Alabama, even though it was short. Alabama was still on, Sarkisian was still on staff a decent amount of Calvin Ridley's career after he left USC for those drinking problems. And from what we've seen, Sark is kind of a pass-heavy type of offensive coordinator and a pass-heavy offense, especially since they gave Matt Ryan all that money and they gave him a new weapon. I expect Ridley to have an impact early. And he can run pretty much the whole route tree. I think Sark is going to find some creative ways to get him the ball. Not to mention he can play the outside and the slot. And he's going to be the replacement for Taylor Gabriel, who they lost in free agency. So I expect some bootlegs and crossing routes to be a big staple of their offense and get Calvin Ridley going the width of the field. That way he can beat the defenders with his speed and his smooth quickness and get the ball and get upfield and do what he does after the catch. DJ Moore has a chance to make some waves with the Carolina Panthers. They've been begging for a true number one receiver ever since Steve Smith retired. Steve Smith said it himself at the draft that they haven't been able to replace him until now. He says DJ Moore is the man, and he will be the man. This guy, he has a chance to come in and be the number one receiver. To me, in my eyes, Funches is not a bona fide number one receiver. He can't consistently beat man coverage. He's kind of big. His skill set is kind of limited because of his size. Granted, he's a good weapon to have because Cam throws high from time to time. But at the same time, he doesn't have that dog in him like you want for the number one receiver to consistently beat the guy in front of him. DJ Moore's skill set is a little bit different than everybody else on the roster because he's not a slow mammoth like a Funches or a KB used to be in the offense. However, he's bigger than Curtis Samuel and Damiere Byrd, who are quicker guys, shorter, quicker guys. And he also has the quickness just like them. Cam has done a pretty good job ever since Kelvin Benjamin got hurt in 2015 of spreading the ball around pretty evenly, giving everybody a chance, trusting his receivers. However, we did see KB as a rookie lead the NFL in targets, even though he didn't catch that many of them. He still had 1,000 yards and he got fed the ball a lot. However, Cam has a staple of weapons between Olsen, McCaffrey, now DJ Moore, not to mention Funches, and the new other guys they picked up like Torrey Smith and Jarius Wright. And after seeing Cam text Ron Rivera, thank you, I got a feeling he's going to be one of his favorite receivers pretty early on. And it definitely appears like playing time will be there because even though they brought in a lot of guys, they still made receiver a priority in the draft. They finally decided to try to get Cam Newton some weapons to not waste his career. I've been telling these guys they're going to waste his career. One of the most talented generational quarterbacks we've had as far as skills and talent-wise and ability, size, all that stuff. Even though the playing time will be there, the opportunities may fall short just because the diversity that the Panthers have in their offense now and the way North Turner likes to coach as far as spreading the ball around and hitting the tight end and the running back. So let's look at the offense as a whole. In Atlanta has a good quarterback in Matt Ryan, whether you like him or not. They have the best wide receiver in the NFL, arguably, and they have running backs they like to throw to. How many opportunities will be there for Calvin Ridley coming out? I don't know. I can see him getting 35, 40 catches. I think that would be great for him in the season if he get 35, 40 catches as a third or fourth option in the offense as a whole, not just as a receiver. So I like to see him in that 30 to 45 catch area. And like I said, in Carolina, they have a plethora of weapons that Cam will spread the ball around to most likely. So I think they're going to throw DJ Moore into the mix. What will his looks look like? I think Cam is going to kind of feed him the ball to see what he has, just to get his feet wet. Hopefully, he'll be able to make some strides as the season goes on, and he'll be a reliable target down the stretch. So my final conclusion, who will have the better year? Ridley is the best pure wide receiver I thought in the draft. I'm not mad at the DJ Moore pick by Carolina, but I definitely think Calvin Ridley is a pure, smooth receiver. His route running is flawless. He has good hands. He's not that big, but I think he's still pretty tough. And he has experience with Sarkisian. However, DJ Moore will probably see the field early and often, so the opportunities for success will be there. We'll see what happens, man. I think they're going to feed him a lot. I think North Turner likes DJ Moore a lot, so I'm going to give DJ Moore a 9. I can see him having 50 to 60 catches, maybe returning a few kicks this year, some end arounds, some reverses, a couple of screens. So I think the opportunity is going to be there for this guy to eat early on. I think it's going to be cool to see these guys kind of grow and progress together as the careers go on. So it's going to be an exciting matchup. You guys let me know who you think is going to have the better year. Do you agree with how many catches I think they're going to have? Do you think they're going to have more catches? More. But anyway, guys, let me know down below in the comments. That being said, I'll see you next time.